Hi everyone and welcome back to the Naya Nails channel. I am Steffi Fernandez and in today's video we'll be doing a gorgeous pride design incorporating all of the colors of the new Pride Progress flag. Hope you enjoy this one. Let's get cracking. Right, so this design is going to be a little bit, well, there's going to be a few nails because there's so many colors to use, so you can't expect me to, get them all on one color. I'm going to start with the middle finger. So I'm going to go in with Bitter Sweet and a gorgeous orange, which is called Heat Wave. And I'm going to start kind of doing an ombre, but it's not really an ombre. It's a bit of an abstract one, so don't really think too much or worry if it doesn't look right. We are aiming for a messy kind of look. So I'm putting it on half of the nail, and then I'm going to go straight into Heat Wave. So I'm just stroking the nail down, painting the other half, and then slowly bringing it onto the middle. Now let me just remove excess color and kind of stroking it in between. Now you don't want it to look perfect, so that's okay if it looks like this. Just keep stroking on top so there's a little bit more transition, but you want to get those streaks in the middle, okay? And I'm gonna pop this into the lamp for a cure. But while this is curing, I'm gonna go into another nail. So I'm gonna go into the second nail. So I'm going to start with red. Red stands for life. Did you know?
No.
I was Googling the colors and their meaning. It's quite interesting, actually.
For life?
It stands for life.
Not love?
No.
What's love?
The love is there, babe.
Love is all around.
It's all around us. So we've got red, and then we've got the violet, which stands for, I have to remember.
No, you can't get it
It
wrong.
might be serenity. Maybe. I'll Google it quickly so I won't get shot. Let me have a look. So I'm going to put the violet on top. And again, I'm going to pop this into the lamp. We will continue with the other ones. So I'm going to do two colors and I'm going to use a gorgeous green, which is called Evergreen, and a stunning blue called Royal Blood. And I'm going to do the same with this nail again. I'm going to go in with green on one side. Just stroke it down the nail. Color half of it. Remember, this is the first layer, so it doesn't matter if it's too messy. But the second layer will be able to refine some of that, transition. But we still want it to look messy. So I'm just painting on top. Again, it doesn't have to be super perfect. If you get streaks, that's what you're aiming for. It'll look better. So I'm going to pop this into the lamp. And then I'm going to go back to nail number 1 and then repeat the process. I'm going to do the same on all nails. Right, so we've got all nails ready. And look what it looks like. It's actually not like a perfect ombre. It's quite a messy one, but it adds so much to the whole entire look at the end. So I'm just going to give you a quick glimpse of what it looks like. Now, what I want to be doing is taking an ombre brush, which is here. I did just take it out. No, I did. Yeah, it's here. I got it ready and I still don't know where it is. Okay, so I've got my ombre brush here and I'm going to take, I was going to say Serious White. Snow White, and I'm just going to kind of paint it flatly on the palette because I don't want to have too much color. All I want to be doing is basically taking my ombre brush, dipping into the white, and it's a nice thin layer, so I'm just literally coating the brush with color. Okay, and then what I want to be doing is adding some random strokes on all 3 nails just to get this really cool abstract pattern. So it looks like this. And I'm going to repeat that on all 3 nails. Okay, so I'm going to start off by mapping out a silhouette of 2 men kissing, or about to kiss. So I'm going to start by just mapping out the forehead. And then I'm going to go ahead and paint the nose. Maybe it needs to stick out a bit more. And then the lips. And a little bit of a chin here. And I'm gonna add a little bit of hair. So let me make the forehead a bit bigger. We are going to fill this in anyway. So I'm just filling it in a little bit so I can see that it looks kind of okay. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need a little bit of thickness to understand if your shape is actually looking all right, which it does. So yes, I'm just gonna do a little bit of hair coming out here, and then I'm gonna fill in the rest of the face. So I'm going to just pull the chin in here and then maybe create a neck. And again, I'm filling this in. And I'm gonna create a little bit of a shoulder here at the bottom. This is not, you don't have to do it, but it looks good in my opinion. Right, so we've got figure number 1 ready. I'm gonna start with figure number 2, and I hope that works really well. I don't know why I'm nervous, guys, but I do know pride really means a lot to me. So sometimes when I paint things like this that mean a lot to me, I tend to start freaking out. It's very natural. It's a natural, stuffy thing to do, guys. So I've got the nose here, and I'm going to go ahead and start with the lips and the chin. And again, I'm going to thicken the line just to kind of understand if it looks all right. And it does. And I'm going to start adding a little bit of hair as well on this one. And I'm going to fill this in. Again, be generous with the color. Pull that face, pull the chin in kind of thing. Fill it in. Do we get to have a neck on this one? Let's have a look. So I've got this. Maybe a little bit of a neck, just a little bit.
Yeah, poor guy.
He needs a neck. So let me just add a little bit more hair. I think this guy should be slightly hairier. A little bit hair here, a little bit of flicks just to kind of make the hair look nicer. And we've got the 2 men here ready, and I'm gonna pop this into the lamp for the full length of time. So while the 2 men are curing, well, a part of them, I'm gonna start on another nail, and I want to include, the transgender color and the people of colors as well. We've got already black on there, and we've got white. So these are the colors that I'm missing, right? So I'm gonna start with a little bit. Again, we're gonna do the same thing. So it has to be baby pink, blue, and a little bit of brown So I'm going to just stroke that on the nail. I'm gonna go into baby pink. No, baby blue, guys. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna stroke that on top. Again, make sure it looks weird. We like weird. And then I'm gonna go to brown. This is my favorite brown, guys. It's one of the nicest browns we have on the website. So I'm gonna pop this into the lamp to cure. So I've got the two men silhouette here ready. I'm gonna get one of the nails and I'm just gonna position it next to this nail so I can continue the art and it looks kind of seamless. So I'm gonna just hold them both close together. And now I'm gonna map out the rest of the head on this nail. So I'm just gonna paint roughly the shape of the head. And I'm just outlining it. And then I'm gonna add a bit of a shoulder as well, I think. It does have a bit of a neck that needs putting in. Yeah, that's more like it. And then I'll add a little bit of a shoulder. And once this is done, I can let go of this nail and continue filling this whole nail together. So I'm literally just picking up a blob of Cerise Black and just filling in this section. And then I'm gonna pop this into the lamp. Okay, back to this nail. While they're curing, I'm gonna go in with a detailing brush and probably, should I go for white?
Yeah, well.
Why not? Well, there's a lot of white here, but we should be able to kind of get the writing on top. And I'm just gonna do one nail that just basically is got pride on top of it. So I'm just gonna paint, and that's gonna be really, again, this is all abstract design, so we don't want to think too much about the lettering and you know how it looks. It's just gonna be simple pride. So I've done the pride. I'm gonna top coat it with a shiny one and then a matte one, and then I'll bring all four together so you can see the end result. And there you have it, guys. I've got the full set ready. How gorgeous are these nails? I absolutely love this one. It's so beautiful. And honestly, I think if you're like struggling to do a lot of really intricate work, starting from painting a silhouette is a really good way to kind of work yourself work on your abilities with like doing shaping and stuff like that, and perhaps perspective, you know. So doing silhouettes is a good way to start as well, nail art, if you guys are interested. But yeah, I really love this set. It really does mean the world to me. It's a subject that is super close to my heart. And no matter what, guys, I believe that love should be celebrated regardless of your color, your gender. There's no reason that you can't love yourself and love others and be open about it and free. So all my love to everyone, and I hope you enjoyed this video.